All right, so we're gonna compare. Just compare these. Hey everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video. Today's episode is the 13th installment in a series that I'm calling Journals. And 13 is a very special number, and this video is a very special episode. Not because it's the 13th one, but because I was with my friend Lisa. Lisa and I have been best friends for over 20 years. On this particular Sunday, I was actually visiting her and her boyfriend, and they live about 10 minutes away from the Santa Monica Pier. And so we decided to go to the pier and just hang out and make some pictures. All of the pictures that you're gonna see in today's video or in today's episode, they're all straight out of camera JPEGs. Any picture that you see that says X100 underneath it were photographs that I made. Any photograph that you see that says X100F underneath it, they're all photographs that Lisa made. Now, as far as the actual recipe, it's the same recipe that I've used in the last two episodes, the -5, -4, with the difference that on this camera, the shadows only go up to +2, and I did change the white balance tint to -2, -2, which gave what I believe to be a comparable look. So anyways, to make a long story short, we went over to Santa Monica. We found a parking structure, and we walked over from that parking structure over to the pier. And it was on this walk that we did all of our warm-up shots. This is where I was giving Lisa my tips and tricks for how to shoot on the street. I'm not going to talk about those tips and tricks in today's episode, but if you're interested in those, let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to make a video about that. We eventually made it to the pier, and there were a lot of people, and I felt like once we got to the pier, that's kind of where the adventure really began. So we had been walking around the pier for a little bit, and then we decided to go down to the boardwalk. And we were just kind of walking up and down the boardwalk. We didn't make a whole lot of photographs during this period. We were just kind of having fun, talking, and even interacting with some of the people there. But it was interesting for me to see how there were certain photographs that she was compelled to make that I didn't even notice. And then there were those photographs that we photographed that were pretty similar. But anyways, there's not a whole lot to say about this next segment, so I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you so you can see it for yourself. And yeah, here it is.
Baby, let's do it all.
So at this point, the sun had started to go down. And for me, I always get a second win at sunset. And you can tell from the pictures that I'm about to share with you, because I took a lot more pictures than Lisa did in this next segment. All in all, it was a really amazing outing. I really enjoyed sharing something that I love so much, like photography, with someone who I respect so much. As far as the cameras themselves, I thought that this camera, even though it's an entry-level camera with this lens, I felt that it really rendered some amazing results, comparable to the X100. In fact, there were times where I preferred the colors that came out of this camera versus the colors that came out of here. As far as Lisa, I thought she did a phenomenal job. I think she has a really great eye. With all of that being said, I'm gonna play this last clip. I hope that you enjoy these pictures, that you've enjoyed today's episode. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will see you in next week's episode. Take care. Bye.